back to another video on my channel. So I do apologise for all the dry skin around my cuticle area. I have a bad habit of picking the skin around my nails. They're perfectly fine and I just wanted to let you know that. I've had these nails on for about 4 weeks now, maybe a bit longer. They've grown out quite a lot. They're very battered. Any nail tech will tell you your nails get absolutely trashed. So I thought I'd just show you how I remove an old design and prep for, I'm going to do an acrylic colour change. So I'm just going in with this cuticle pusher I got from Salon Services. It's really good. It's really nice to push back the eponychium and then get all that dead cuticle, which you can see here now, and then the other end, which you can see up close, it's got this kind of scraper and it's perfect. It's really gentle and it just gets rid of all that dead cuticle on the nail plate, and it's so effective. So I just make sure I get right around those sidewalls, across the top area of the nail, just to make sure that I'm getting everything. For some people, I would say that this is absolutely plenty. Just make sure you're being thorough. I like to, on myself and some of my clients that I find get a lot of cuticle build up on their nails, I go in with a E-file bit, a cuticle bit. It's perfectly safe, it's not abrasive, and I just go in like I'm doing here. This is from Todak USA, a really good site for all professional cuticle bits, your smooth top bits for removing designs and things like that. I love it, and the more you buy, the cheaper it becomes. So yeah, that's where I get all my bits from. So I'm just going over removing any left dead skin on the nail plate, getting right into those side walls, making sure you're being really thorough, getting every last bit of that dead cuticle off the nail plate. So I'm now going in with my smooth top bit, and this is a medium grit or medium carbide bit, and I am going in and removing my colour. So I encapsulated this glitter in rubber top coat from the gel bottle ink, so it's got a thick layer between the colour and the top coat. So I'm just removing that. I'm bringing my e-file from the top of the nail, bringing it down, and it looks like I'm going backwards and forwards, but if you look closely, I'm not. I'm just dragging it down. This is because if you were to move it backwards and forwards, keeping it on the nail, you'd build up too much heat for your client, and it's just uncomfortable and it's not good for the nail either. So I'm just going in and literally removing all of that colour. The colour I have had on my nails for 4 weeks is Magpie Beauty gel colour and one of their glitters. The glitter is Scarlet. It's so beautiful. But yeah, and what I'm also going to do, because I'm going to be doing an acrylic design, as you can kind of see on my right hand, a little sneak peek, I'm going to be taking down some of the bulk as well of this base layer, because I need to keep it really nice and thin to be able to do that acrylic design, because we'll be encapsulating and otherwise it will create too much bulk. So I was just showing there, I've got a tiny little split, so rather than doing the design over it and then a couple of weeks down the line have a crack and then my nail break, I'm just going to remove that. I thought it looked quite funny, it looks like a little hook. I'm just going to remove that tip, really easy to do, just taking my e-file and just going along the edge. I've got it at quite high speed, then turning the speed back down again and going over that product, getting it really nice and thin. Moving on to the second nail, I've just sped it up now, doing the same thing, dragging my bit down the nail, not moving it backwards and forwards, just getting rid of all that colour. Any lifting, I'm really lucky, my nails never ever lift. I've never been a lifter. You can put any product on my nails and it will last for weeks and weeks until you remove it. So I never really get any lifting. But yeah, I'm just taking some of that bulk down as well for the redesign. When you're doing this amount of filing on a nail, especially with an e-file, I recommend moving about, so I'm not staying in one place at all the time, because that again would build up too much heat on the nail. So I'm moving around, going from one edge of the nail to the other, going from the tip of the nail to closer to the eponychium area. So I'm moving my bit around so I'm not building up any heat on the nail. And always check with your client. Just let me know if you feel any heat. It's always best to do that. Best to be safe than just make them feel uncomfortable. But luckily I'm doing this for myself, so I'm probably more ruthless on myself, to be honest. As all nail techs are, we're always so rough on our own nails. But yeah, I'll just let you continue to watch the thumb and I'll be back later on. I don't know why, but I find it so satisfying watching people removing their old designs. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but I find it really therapeutic seeing the colour come away from the nail. Really, I don't know if I'm just being weird. Let me know down below if you have this same weirdness. So now going in with a hand file, I'm just taking down again some of the thickness with my file because I don't want to get too close with my e-file bit to the natural nail. So I go in to finish it off with my hand file. I'm just showing you how much my nail's grown, and my hyponychium is quite high, and because I always have my nails long, my hyponychium grows quite far out underneath the nail, so I can never file my nails down too short. And I'm just prepping the cuticle area, so making sure just make sure all that cuticle on the nail plate's gone, just filing around, prepping it, getting rid of the shine on that new nail growth. And I find if you're having trouble with lifting, a really good thing to do is obviously file around the cuticle area or buff, but then turn it around the other way and just etch it in the opposite direction. That will really promote good adhesion to the nails. It just makes the etches in like a crisscross pattern. If you were to look at it under a microscope, it creates like a hash pattern, and that is just creates the most, it just helps the product put on gel or acrylic grab onto it, rather than it being a really smooth surface. So yeah, just going into the other nails, making sure I'm happy with the shape, just giving them a rough file, making them slightly more narrow. I'm not taking any length down, I like the length they are. I'm really feeling long stiletto-y nails at the moment, or almond. That's really my vibes at the moment. So yeah, just taking a bit more of that bulk down, making sure they're really thin, but trying not to go too thin that they snap. You've got to be careful when you're doing that, when you're doing a redesign. It's so easy to file it too much and then they break. So you've just got to keep checking. I always keep checking the thickness from the sides and different angles. So now going in with my scrubby brush, just giving them a really good scrub, getting off all that dust, and then I just check them over and make sure I'm happy with how they're prepped, and then you're done, ready for your design, an acrylic colour, gel, whatever. So that's it, they're ready to go. Stay tuned for the next video where I show you this cool design using all acrylic, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!